Doing good. What's going on, family?
What's up, man? What's up? Keys been slapping that market. What's that word, man?
Ooh, slapping their ass, man. Just trying to be patient, man. And
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing, man. Is be patient and to just keep climbing up the ladder. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, man. Yeah, man. First off, but Tev, back to Tev though. It's your birthday, man. How we feeling,
Happy
man?
birthday, Ted.
How,
Yeah, I appreciate that. Happy birthday
question
to
for
you.
you. Question for you, bro. How old
Yes,
you
sir.
turn? Number one.
25.
25, bro. What did you learn from 24? That you taking into 25, family?
Composure.
Mm.
Composure is everything. You know, 24, like, just through that chapter, because I don't know if everybody know, but I had played, I started off playing basketball. I played out in South Africa for the first time ever, and then I also went through, like, two tough losses with my father and my uncle. So it's just like everything as far as like just the yin and the yang, you just gotta be composed through everything. The highs and the lows. Composure is just one big thing that I learned.
Yeah. Love it, bro. Love it, man. That's what's up, man. One last question about just your year. What do you feel like you learned most from your pops that you taking into just being, a grown man, bro?
Uh Shit. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like, I didn't have like the best relationship with my father. You feel me? Like, as far as like one regret that I feel as though I live with is, both of us being stubborn. I never got to ask the questions that I always wanted to ask. You get me? And that's just like a void that can't, be filled. So it's just now it's just more so time is everything. You get me? So I just look at it, applying paranoia, right? As far as just getting everything, even though everything takes time, but having that, urgency to get shit done right then and there because time is just so sacred and you just don't know whether your time is coming or somebody else's time is coming.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Love it, man. Well, happy birthday again, man. I know Niles is probably at dinner or something for his birthday too. Man, just shout out to everybody still doing this thing, man. How everybody else feeling? How everybody feeling before we get into it?
Yo, it's crazy, Tev. I'm gonna piggyback off of you, bro. Cause what I turned 26 in June, but on my 25th year, I lost my little cousin. He was 18, lost him to gun violence. And
Mm.
then shit, I just had a lot of different stuff going on in terms of like Cole was around. It was a brother Cole anyway. It was a big ass brawl during my 25th year and during the wedding and all type of shit, bro. Like even in my little cousin reception for his funeral, it was a whole nother fight. You know how them YNs be. So it's crazy because in that 25th year, bro, you gonna like I was talking about this with my girl the other day. You damn near gonna have some like you gonna get closer with some of the people that you close with, but you gonna lose some stuff too.
Mm.
So it's like that 25, like that's like a month. You know how they say like at 25 you a OG and all the rest of that. So and I ain't saying that's necessarily the case, but it's like damn, that's just like a big year of change, at least in my experience, and I'm sure a lot of people here can relate to that too.
Most definitely. Most
I
definitely.
appreciate that.
Most
20
definitely.
25 and OG is crazy.
That's
But
that
no,
hood shit though. You feel
nah,
me?
but
That is that is
but
what they
nah,
gonna
but
say though.
but what's crazy is I felt like that when I was 25. I felt like I had it, you knew everything you needed to know. But really, man, for all y'all that are 25 or younger, I see Grant on here too.
Yeah.
Shit, he just hit 30. So shit.
I was just about to say that, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
we about to
you be thinking at 25, you so old, and it's like at 30 now, bro. Like, it don't feel no different, bro. Like, and
Mm.
yeah.
that's like really the thing, like that y'all should just remember, bro. Y'all just stay consistent right now. Like, y'all all in great places to be here and had a discipline to learn this at 25. You know what I'm saying? So
We ain't had
Don't
this at
none
25
change,
grand,
bro.
did we? We ain't had
We
this
didn't
shit.
have this at
We
25.
on
You feel me?
everything, bro. And another thing is, bro, decisions, bro. Decision making, bro. It's so important, bro. The decisions you make in your 20s are gonna quickly affect you in your 30s. I that sounds so cliche, bro, but it's very real. It's very real. So decision making.
Mm,
Nah, I
man,
agree.
man, that's crazy, bro. Yeah, and it's crazy. I think it just be our community, bro, where we feel like he just said, you OJ. It's crazy. Adrian just said it. Nigga, you make it to 21 in the hood, bro. You really a OG. Like that's you a hood legend. And a lot of people don't realize why. And it's because you've been in the trenches and fighting for your life since you was 12, 13 years old. You make it to 21. Like most of your homies, they probably don't make it to 21. You probably have some homies that didn't make it, bro. That didn't get to see 25, 30. 30 you make it to 30, nigga. You damn near an old head around this. You feel me? But like in our mind, you think you an old head, but in reality, you still not even in your prime yet. A lot of people don't realize that, bro. With our life expectancy growing, bro, I was talking to my grandfather a couple months ago. He was saying, man, grandson, when you hit 50, you know you got like 5 to 10 years left to just do whatever you want. You just kind of reflecting on your life around 55, 56. And you hit as a black person as well. You hit 60 with all the health concerns, diabetes, arthritis, everything. You hit 50 by 60, you probably not gonna be here. My grandfather just turned 71 and he's in the best shape possible, bro. And it's the life expectancy. So in reality, his mind is still young, which is keeping him young. He's eating better food, water, fruit. He's doing all of this. He's still young. So then you start realizing, wait, was my prime really in my 20s? And then as men as well, bro, we really don't start growing into our body. We start really figuring stuff out until our mid 30, really till we 40. They say when a man hit 40, bro, the world is your oyster, bro. Because you done develop so much knowledge at this point. You probably got your money right. You probably got a couple investments. You probably done took so many L's doing some dumb shit that by 40 come, you like, nigga, I ain't doing that no more. Just that alone of I'm not gonna do that no more is gonna put you in a better path than when you was at 20 years old.
My great grandfather just died like 2 weeks ago. He was 91. So imagine telling him 30 years old, you know?
Exactly. Nine almost 100 and talking about we talking about in the hood like you make it to 30 you are old like nah bro you still just getting started bro and especially like with the innovation of tech and AI and the information out there of traveling like I'm telling you my grandfather the talking about traveling and getting on a flight real quick to go to Dubai and go to another country and I'm gonna go to Texas or I'm gonna go to Cali real quick in New York and that's a youthful mindset and our generation, um, we have that now. And that's why you start seeing some people that's in their 40s, 50s still acting like they 20, bro. You got grown folks still acting like they kids. It's not that they age their age young. No, it's just their mentality. Like the opportunity, the access to stuff, the money, the food, the travel, the locations, the information, the people. Bro, all of that stuff plays a factor in keeping your body young and keeping your mind young. So man, I'm just glad that we still here, we still chugging along and we got just a great group over here, bro. We doing this thing the right way. I always tell Malcolm, so many times we done came on this call and we done be like, bro, the market whooping my ass. Every Thursday we done came on. Tev, man, how you feeling? Man, how you feeling? Man, it's just and now we're seeing these days where the market is green, the market is up. where we're trying to put ourselves in position. Yeah, we're making a little couple errors here and there, but collectively, I feel like we're all moving in the right direction. No pun intended, with the market going in the upward direction. But I just feel like we making the game simple. I feel like if you stayed down during the red months, you benefiting right now during the green months. If you was crying and complaining, like I don't really want to do this no more, I don't want to be in this ecosystem, or I don't even want to invest no more, you missing out on all of this right now. You know what I'm saying? So just kudos to everybody that stayed down. Bro, it's about to be May 1st tomorrow, right? May 1st tomorrow. It's about to be May 1st tomorrow. Like May 5th month. 5th month, bro. Like, okay, only 5 to 7 months left. Shoot, we 3 months away from InvestFest in Atlanta. We've been talking about that since last InvestFest, 3 months away. And this year, bro, we got man, we got like I think probably like 30 to 40 people that's coming with us, bro. Last year we was like 15, 16 deep. This year 30 to 40 easily. What we did last year was such a movement that everybody said when you go this year or when you go again, when them tickets go on sale, I'm going. I'm going. I'm coming all black. Let me know what I need to wear. Let me know where to be. I want to learn. I want to grow. Bro, that's what happens when you are part of something real. When you're a part of something real, people start seeing it like, bro, I want to be a part of that. I want to, bro. They show up every single week on the call, chopping it up with each other, texting each other every day. Bro, I told somebody this the other day. I've been talking to y'all every single day of my life since August. It ain't been one day that I ain't talked to y'all, bro. Like and some of y'all even longer than that. Like that's real brotherhood. That's real family. That's real connection. Like you can't break that. That's a hard bond to break. I talk to y'all every single day. We talk to each other every single day. You know what I mean? And so I feel like us continuing to keep doing that, eventually, bro, all of us gonna have what we want. And we on that route right now. So I'm about to open it up to KB. KB said he wants to show a couple charts and stuff, what he looking at, just a couple things he did right, couple things he did wrong, and I'm definitely ready to see it, brother. Let me see if I can see this real quick.
How y'all doing, family?
Good, brother.
What it do, my bae?
Man, trying to get to it. Trying to get like you.
Y'all
Let's see.
slapping it, man.
Let's see. Trying to, cuz. Trying to.
We all eating. I can't even lie. We doing a good job, y'all.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's see. All right, y'all. So usually I'm notice a pattern in my trading journey. I get on these hot streaks and I be hitting. I be slapping them. Y'all been seeing that core, CIN. GS, I've been slapping. And I get a little too excited and I start, making a little shorter contracts, thinking I'm doing something. So, man, it pissed me off, dog. So, I took profit on my VIAV. I said, okay, I'm gonna
Heartbreaking.
go for
Hey, let's just
yeah.
moment of silence for that, man.
Hey,
Moment of silence.
the day
Hey,
before,
piss. Piss. It's okay,
uh,
man. I
the
felt the
day
same way
before.
you saying this. It's all right.
So,
But before you finish, can we please say my nigga Nate, thank you for putting us on VIAV at $29, bro.
oh yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
hands
Shout out
up.
to Nate. Yep, yep.
What's it at right now?
Closed today at 52.
$52, bro.
Yeah.
Keep going,
So
brother. Come on.
so yeah. But anyways, I'm interested in getting back to VIAV shortly. Look at that. Look like it's want to go Gatfield. So I'm gonna grab him again and actually hold this time and keep hold me to it, y'all. For real. I'm trying to make this year the best year of my life. Nobody else
Come
is
on,
gonna
bro.
save us.
Come on,
Y'all
bro.
seen them TikToks of dudes saying 3 things a grown man shouldn't be doing?
What is it?
I thought today, this is my own. Having a boss. That when you
Mm,
think about it, that shit is crazy. So That's
Well, as a grown man.
as a grown man, bro. Three
Funny as hell.
things, man. What? That's one of them. Anyways, but honorable mention: selling your leap early, taking profit,
Okay.
taking profit.
I'm writing
But
that down.
anyways, family, I've been banging on the table about memory and optics, so I'm sticking to it. I love Core, CIN, MU, but let me just show you Microsoft real quick. I still got this call. Let's see. It got a little strong towards the midday session when smart money came back. So what I'm seeing is worst case scenario, we go fill these little mini gaps down here, but I don't think so. Wishful thinking. I think we gonna reverse and go back up. So I'm holding it. We still well under that 400-day EMA, and I think we gonna go back to the upside. I got a 470 straight, so with some time on it, so I think we can do good. Hold on, let me show my screen better. Make this better for y'all.
Oh, that's fine.
Let me do this for y'all. There you go. Close that.
Yeah, man. Put an RSI screen down. Yeah, you see where the green, kind of the green on the little right, where that 1.6, yeah, you gotta kind of keep tapping till it highlight. Keep tapping. A little to the left. Tap your finger to the left a little bit. Keep tapping. Yep, right there. Now pull it down. Hold on, go back. There you go. Yes, sir.
All right. There you go. Better visual for y'all. But case scenario, we go down here and fill those little gaps, but I don't think so, man. Market been so resilient. I think we're gonna take back off to the upside. I'm not gonna spend too much time on Microsoft. Let's go look at
But
we gonna
before
look
you hop off Microsoft, can we hold a discussion about them and their partnership with OpenAI first? What do
yeah.
y'all feel about this? Because as you know, these things where OpenAI isn't, you know, performing with the money wise, we understand the long term vision, but what do we think, you know, for the short, for the medium term
But
on
they also
making
got Anthropic. They also invested in that correctly. Correct, right?
Yeah, they did.
About
So, what I'm seeing, bro, this lawsuit that Elon Musk and Sam Altman are in right now, me personally, I don't even think it's about OpenAI anymore. I think this is about not even really humiliation, but it's about getting your get back. And I feel like when you getting your get back and you got the power that Elon has, he's gonna try to expose everything. Not be surprised if you see over the next couple weeks, over the next couple months, there's some strange things that was going on at OpenAI that we've never heard of. We haven't heard EYL talk about, we ain't heard Trap talk about, we ain't heard no analysts talk about. Do not be surprised if we see some open AI did this, or they was specifically going against black people, or they was specifically going after kids and their mental. And do not be surprised if you see something like that come out, because when you are getting your get back, bro, one thing I learned is like when you make an enemy, bro, they'll go to the longest of lengths, bro, to take you out, bro. So, with that being said, their debt structure is already not the best. I seen a tweet earlier from CNBC. They had said that half of data centers have now announced that they are delaying their plans on finishing the data centers. And you're like, wait, what? I thought it's always been data center, data center, data center. And I think I remember Tev had asked, he said, how do we invest into the data center itself? And it's like, these are the risk, right, that go along with that market risk, right? Where if they say, hey, we gonna slow down on building this, wait, why are you slowing down on building this when you done took all the cornfields in Indiana, you done took all the open land in Texas, you done took all the open land in California, everybody done moved to Florida, you done took over Oregon, you done took over all these states with all this open land to build data centers. We data center, data center, data center. In Indiana specifically, you knocking stuff down on the east side, data center, and then you announce we gonna pause on building this thing out. Hmm. Wait, why are you pausing if everything is going okay? Then you get to realizing, something ain't adding up. Something ain't adding up. So, OpenAI specifically, I think Microsoft did the right thing to get out of to restructure that deal. Because if Microsoft continued to stay in a relationship with them at the magnitude that they were at, I feel like it was just always going to affect um Microsoft. It's kind of similar to like you marrying somebody that got something strange on their jacket. And what I mean by that is like, Shorty or somebody that you in partnership with, got a um I don't even want to put the R word out there, but I got a sex trafficking case. And but you're married to them. Yeah, it's not affecting you because it's not you, but over time, bro, that's just still gonna be a stain on your name because you guilty by association. And I feel like with Microsoft, bro, I feel like they definitely um had to restructure this thing. I think they know some stuff that a lot of us don't know. I think Elon knows some stuff a lot of us don't know. A lot of the people on the board at OpenAI left, right? So it's like, okay, we done seen Tim Cook have to step down. So it ain't strange to see a superstar CEO be removed from his place in 2026 or be exposed or be thrown out there, anything like that. So I'm watching it. Um, and I also think the reason why they're trying to hurry up an IPO and get on the stock market for us to invest is because they don't have the capital and they don't know where to get the money from. Remember, you IPO on the stock market so you can get access to more capital. That was one of the main reasons why you IPO. That was the first thing that I learned at the firm is when you IPO, initial public offering, when you put your stock on the stock market, that is to get access to more capital. You are allowing a specific amount of shares to be traded on the market, on the secondary market. Once your shares are on the market, what is that? Those are assets. To obtain the asset, people gotta put money in. Where does that money go? The money comes into the company, right? The money goes into the market, into that brand, into that name, right? So once you got more access to capital, then you can start using that capital as leverage to really do what you want to do. They're trying to IPO so fast, bro. It's like, bro, y'all trying to IPO like something's wrong. And they was saying they was looking at November or December for an IPO. Like, bro, OpenAI ChatGPT will be you be able to buy the stock in November. I don't know. I feel like something strange going on. So that's what I feel about Microsoft and OpenAI right now. But KB, you can get back to it, bro. My fault.
No, you good, family. Uh, but yeah, what I was saying is I'm sticking to memory and optics, and I was gonna show y'all a leap on Hood that I'm interested in, but I'm gonna look at Micron instead. Micron run is just
You gotta go
starting.
to that hood when you get the chance, though.
All right, yep, yep. I mean, no way Micron's going to fill that gap down here, right? Where that circle is. But it looked like it's been holding this 500 line. It's been liking this line a lot, so I'm looking to drop my nuts on Micron, grow out some long, and pause.
Boy,
Go out
I was
something
so
pause
about to
on my
hit you.
That was
Oh
Micron.
crazy.
boy,
That was crazy.
Golly.
crazy work, boy.
But go out something far on Micron and call it a day and just hold that mug. And we learned from Keys. Keys had that what 200 call on Sandis.
Man, hit.
Look what Sandis at right now, and that's another opportunity that's coming up. They fell off their earnings. Last time I checked, they almost rebounded, so it's hard to catch them. But if y'all can catch Sandis, I'm looking at them too. But yeah, y'all, Micron, Microsoft, and let's look at this hood leak because I didn't get a chance to get in the first one, so it looked like it just gap filled down here. this little area right here. So look like it's back to the upside on a 4 hour at least. Let's look at the daily real quick.
I like hood.
Yeah, still under his 400 day. That mug can go. So, and that's a cheap leap too. So that mug can print and it's a cheap leap. That ain't bad, y'all. That ain't bad. You can buy several contracts of them.
For the
So
long haul too.
it's niggas for the leap. Yep. So that's what I'm looking at, y'all. Just taking it easy, sticking to the system, and
I know in
peace.
the in the in EYL, Troy did a 70 leap, 70, yeah, $70 leap out to June,
2027.
yeah,
Yeah.
2027. And I would say, fellas, that's probably a good one that we know. If not, I know that 110 is a good one too. I mean that one, and I got a 125. But we just can't expect the unexpected because they were at 150, when Bitcoin was on the rise. So catch it now before Bitcoin go back on the tear.
Yeah.
That was my exact thinking. And they been banging the table about hood too. So really,
I
that's
told y'all them Trump
yeah.
dollars, bro. Wait until they get that infrastructure built out with the Trump dollars, with the
Yep.
Trump money. That's what they spending money on, and people didn't like to hear that. Well, they got to spend money on it because that's the only way they're gonna build out a multi-billion-dollar system that they're gonna get paid off of.
Yeah. Hey, I got a quick question. Um, Trump dollars, Trump baby accounts, Mar-a-Lago, Trump, Trump stimulus checks. Are y'all not getting a little concerned that the have and have nots is like once this officially happens, there will be no coming back. Like it will be you either got a whole bunch of money or you don't. And you're gonna get to a point where you're like, okay, how do we cross over to catch up with them? There is no catching up. Y'all are y'all not when should we be concerned? Like, yo, this is getting ridiculous. Trump dollars, Trump accounts. Like Keys just said, when you think, bro, in a couple years, when you think of Robin Hood, there's a generation of kids that are gonna say, if it wasn't for that Trump account and Mr. Trump, I wouldn't have had no money in my IRA from me being a baby all the way to me being 30, 40 years old. I'm rich on the back burner because I got lucky. My mom and dad made me during the year 2024, 2025, when the Trump accounts became live, and the government automatically started them with a certain amount of money investing to the S&P 500 over a 30 to 50 year run. Bro, by the time they 18, 20, 30 years old, they gonna have so much cheese and they didn't do anything for it. They only gonna know Trump as the savior. Ain't that kind of concerning, bro?
But hey, did anybody watch that thing I dropped in the link with
Which
Paul
wait,
Paul
was
Tudor
it Paul
Jones,
Tudor Jones? Yeah.
bro?
Mhm.
So, I mean, it's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing when he was talking about the PE ratio and over 20 years of how it's the S&P, if you're investing in it now at its current price, how it's going to go negative. That's very scary, you guys. Very, very scary. So, like, when you think about it, is he doing this for the front run of it? Because he knows 20 years from now it's not going to be worth anything, but he's going to get the name and clout of it right now? Interesting thing to look at, man, or think about. That Paul Tudor Jones, bro. If y'all got time, watch it. Watch it. That'll wake you up for real.
Yeah,
For
it's crazy that you guys mentioned like history, like he's planting himself in history. And if you guys, I don't know if you guys realize, but they're also erasing Black history. Like if you type in Black Panther, the movie's gonna show up instead of the actual Black Panther Party.
Mm.
Mm. That's a gem. Didn't
That's
know that.
crazy. I didn't know that either. I did not know that, bro. And it's
Yeah, they
probably, I
slowly
mean, I'm
doing it.
to your point. Remember, I told you I was at the White House in January, bro. The first thing you see when you walk in is the picture of America's savior that almost got killed and got shot at. That's the first thing you see. Actually, hold on, let me show you real quick. Look at this. You walk in the White House, this the first thing you see. The
He's
first
insane,
picture.
bro.
You would think
Bro,
you
is
would
it a
see.
painting?
Yes, he painted it. It's a painting there.
He's
Listen,
stupid.
you would think you would see the other presidents. You would think you would see the people that actually built this thing. You would think you see the history of this thing. The the first thing, look, the first thing when you walk in, you looking around, you look a little forward, like, bro, wait, what?
That
It's the
boy damn
first thing you
there
see.
narcissist. He love himself, boy.
Bro, he is. And that's where you get to thinking like Trump dollars. And then you think about the stimulus check from 2020. It said signed by Trump. Remember, everybody was like, bro, Trump getting the hood rich. Trump doing this. He did more than Barack. And bro, I feel like with history, bro, your brand is everything, bro. If you can put your name on everything, that's digital real estate. Just like real estate, digital real estate play a big role in the next, 100 years, 200 years of your life. Like Teb just said, you type in Black Panther, you don't even see the Black Panther Party no more. What? That's that or the animal Black Panther. That's the first thing you should see. But you only see the movie. Mm. It just make you think about some stuff. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like it's a game being played. They getting richer and richer. The dips and the support. Listen to what I say. The dips and the support in the market are getting higher and higher and higher. So what does that mean? Our sell-offs are not as deep as they used to be. What does that mean? They're building higher lows to the upside, like a staircase, like a staircase. And so what that means is that is becoming the new normal. If that's the new normal, these prices are going to stay here.
You're gonna get priced out.
You're going to get priced out. You're going to get priced out. So last year, you seen the market go from 6,100. We was like, man, we just hope to break 6,100. 6,100, we touch it, we sell off. We like at 5,800, 5,500. You're like, damn, we going lower. And then the tariffs hit, we touched 47, 4,800 on the market. I'm gonna actually share my screen so I can actually show you a good visual too. Let me see. Let me show you this. And you're gonna start seeing these things get lower and lower and lower and lower. I mean, higher and higher and higher. Let me show you this. Okay, bet now I'm sharing. Let me see when y'all can see my screen. Y'all can see my screen? Can y'all see it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, let me go to this real quick. What I was just talking about. Go to the weekly SBX. It's exactly what I'm talking about. And let me clean my chart up. Make sure when we charting, bro, make sure we clean our charts up so we can have a fresh look every single time we go at this thing. So this is what I was talking about. Look at this. This is what I was talking about. So from we touched 6,200 last year. Look at this. This is back in 2023, 2022. We like, man, we're going to all-time highs, all-time highs, all-time highs. But look at this. Look at this. This is crazy. Watch this. When we was here in 2020, our peak was 3,400 in the 3,400 range. We sold off and our deep decline was down to 2,100. Y'all, in 2020, the S&P 500 touched 2,100, bro. This is 6 years ago. The SPX was at $2,100, bro. But look at this. Once we recovered for a couple years, and then we hit another top up here around 4,800, around this range, 4,800. You're like, okay, cool. When we sold off, this is what I mean by higher lows. Once we sold off, the people that were saying, at this top right here, I'm going to grab it again once it get back down to 2,100. We didn't get down there, bro. Our low was around 3,400. So you're like, okay, next sell-off, I'm gonna grab it. We cook for a couple years, and then we lead into last year. Look at this. We hit a high. This is what I was just saying, around 6,100. 6,100. We go down to 4,800. This is what people are missing, bro. These are higher lows. This means the price is staying higher over the years, and it is not coming back down, bro. It's not coming back down. I should show you this one too. It's not coming back down. So when you think about, gas prices was this, food was this back then, bro. If you can look at the market, you're gonna see that as inflation grows, the market grows. Then you say, okay, low here, bro. It looked like a staircase. Low, and it's going higher. Low, and then look at what we just had last month. Another low. So if you notice, now you notice that once we get to this point, higher lows, boom, boom. That means the prices are not coming back down. Why are they not coming back down? Because money that's on the side, they are not waiting for this thing to drop 3,000, 4,000, 6,000 points for them to get in. Why? Because obviously we know Trump, he's pro-America, he's pro-stock market. If he's pro-America, pro-stock market, that means he's betting on the future of America. So these dips are going to be quicker and they're going to be higher. So if they're going to be quicker and higher, that means we just got to be able to buy. We got to be to stay in position. Mind you this, look at this. The people, I'm talking about the institutional money. The people that bought down here in the 2,100s, you think they're ever selling their shares? So then you start thinking, okay, if the people down here are never selling their shares, I'm talking at scale. If they're not selling their shares, how are we going to get the market to come back down here for us to get those discounted prices that they got? You're not. You're not. And so, I mean, if it was us, like the smart thinking is, if we piled all our money in at 2,200, why would we be selling all the way up here? Even if this thing sells off to down 4,300, and I be hearing Ian talk about this. Yo, if you bought back here in 2020 or earlier, you should. Why are you selling? Even if we get a 5% pullback, a 10% pullback, guys, 10% of 7,000, what is 700 points, right? 10%, right?
That's 6,300 if we do that.
6,300. Let's make it even worse. What about a 50% pullback in the market? And if we get a 50% pullback in the stock market, the homeless people ain't gonna be the only people homeless. A lot of people are going under. But look at this. Okay, if we cut this in half, 7,200 to about what, 3,600? I'm talking about a 50% pullback. 50% pullback. A lot of these companies on the market you wouldn't even see, bro. 50% pullback. Okay, that's down to actually I got my measure. Let me show you this. So you can see this in real time. Look at this. Measuring stick. Look at this. From the high now all the way down, a 50% pullback. Let's see. Look at this. 50% pullback. Let me mark that. Oh, I gotta scoot the screen down. Hold on. Look at this. This is bro, this is gonna blow your mind. 50% pullback here, right here. That gets us down to about 3,600, bro.
You still beating 2021.
You're you're still, if you bought in the pandemic, you're still cooking. You're still cooking. The pandemic was down here, bro. Look at this. The pandemic was down here. Look at this in red. I'm gonna highlight it in red for you. The pandemic was down there. So if you bought in the pandemic, a lot of us weren't weary of the market how we are now, right? But if you bought in the pandemic, bro, you are still cooking more than the people that are getting into the market today.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
This is a
But
50% pullback. This is a complete crash. If we fall 50% in the stock market, you will see Nvidia from 210 down to, bro, a 50% pullback. You will see them down to about $60, $70, bro. Mind you, just because you get a 50% pullback in the SPX does not mean that the stocks are only going to pull back 50%. It's so much money that is invested into the stock market, bro. And a company like Nvidia, bro, they could go from 210, and if the market pulls back 50%, they could go down to about $60, $70, bro, if this thing don't hold right. Same with Meta. Bro, they already selling off crazy $50, $60, and the market is running. Imagine if the market is selling the whole thing. And this is what I mean. This is why we gotta stay invested. If you get more money, I heard Cedric Nash say this on EYL. The more money you get, just accumulate more shares. Never sell them. Yeah, try not to buy at the highs. Try to buy on the red, on the dips. But over time, just try to accumulate more shares. One share, two share, three share, four share. When you get more shares, they were talking about it. You can take out a loan against your assets. But remind you, you can't take out a loan against your asset if you got one share of Meta at 200 and now the stock is at 600. Think like, boy, you got one share. What are you gonna do with one share? Oh, well, I got a 100, 200% gain on my shares, 300%. You have one share. That's why if you can go get 50 shares, 100 shares, 1,000 shares, if you can go get that, bro, that's when you really playing the game at the highest level. So yeah, you might be buying up here. Like yeah, of course, it's unfortunate. We might not be able to get these prices down here at 2,100. I just showed you a 50% pullback will bring us down to 3,500. And it's people that bought in the pandemic that are still whooping our ass in returns. If this thing falls down here, I've seen my portfolio red. I don't even think I'm gonna have a portfolio no more.
yeah, that drop down there, boy, it's all bad.
Because mind you, look at this. During the April tariff sell-off, hopefully you got in right there because you really cooking right now. Even then, if you got in April last year, bro, you're down 50%, bro. That's another 25% down. You are getting cooked off of the April tariff, off of the April tariff sell-off, excuse me. So that's why I say just stay invested, bro, over the long term, bro. We're making a low. This is higher, but this is a low. This is higher, but this is a low. This is higher, but this is a low. And then recently, this past month with the Iran stuff, this is higher, but this is a low. So now what we have here, we're literally in blast off mode, bro. We done broke the highs and look at the candle that we're finishing up with. Bro, this thing can really take off. And I'm actually about to bring my parallel channel up. And this is what remember Joseph had showed us. Let me show you this. Let's see. Pull this parallel channel up so we can get a better visual. Look at this. Look at this. Look how this thing can go, bro. Look how this thing can go. And mind you, the reason why this is important, the parallel channels, is because it shows you, it shows you on a long-term scale if we're in overbought territory up here or if we're an oversold territory down here. Median will be in the middle range. This will be in the higher range. This will be in the lower range. And you remember he showed us last time we were crowding the top side of the parallel channel. What happened? That means we're on the higher side. Look what happened. We sold off. Last time we were on the bottom side, we stayed on the bottom side, crowd that a little bit, and then we took off. And then what happened? We took off, we stayed, we really didn't recover, and then we sold off again. We're still on the bottom half side of just the overbought, oversold of the SPX, bro, of the parallel channel. So in reality, bro, the way Trump is wanting this thing to move over the next 5 to 10 years, bro, this thing could get ugly and we could see, bro, 10,000 on the market in 5 to 10 years, bro.
5 years is over 10,000.
Bro,
Or Trump out of office, bro.
2030.
Yeah, I swear that's the 2030 project.
That's why I said we gonna 8.
but and then look, it's crazy because he said 8,000, KB said 8,000. Look at this. What does 8,000 get us this year? Let's creep
Is it
up.
the median?
That is the median
I
range
knew it.
of
See,
the parallel channel. That will be right on target for us to hit
man.
8,000 this
All
year.
right, who's shooting with me? Because I'm shooting tomorrow on that 8. I ain't about to be sorry like last year, boy. I sure was like, yeah, we're going to 65 at least, bro. What? Like we took off past it.
And the scary thing about this is that last year, look at this. Last year, when we sold off, it took us what, February all the way down to April. We didn't reclaim that high again until June. You see this right here?
Yeah.
It took us from April to June. It took us a couple months to finally reclaim the high. My nigga. We sold off March. It's April. We've already reclaimed the high. We've already reclaimed that thing in less than 30 days, bro. We sold off here. This was the last candle that was hovering above. Let's see. Try to get rid of some of these. Clean the chart up. This was the last candle touch up here in this range that kept us consolidated in this area. This last candle was at the end of February, bro. February and March. Well, so this is February. This is the last week. So that ended February. So technically, this candle here, March, first week of March is when we officially started declining. First week of March, we declined down, bro. We recovered. Look at this, bro. Look at this date, bro. This is April 13th. We recovered from this sell-off from March, first week of March, the first and second week of April, bro. It took us 30 days to reclaim that high. Bro, we haven't even entered the best months of the year in the market. The best months of the year historically are January, it's April, it's June, the summer. We get our summer rally. We chill out in August and September. And then we finish the year strong with our Christmas rally. We're already in April, bro. Not only have we reclaimed the high, nigga, look at the high was at 6,900, 6,998, 7,000. Bro, we're at 7,200 as of Thursday, bro. We haven't even entered May yet. And then we enter May tomorrow, 7,200. And bro, this is a staircase to heaven, bro. Staircase to heaven. 8,000 is literally right there. And then look how the stars align. Look at the confluence. Look how the stars align. Okay, it's May. We done already surpassed the all-time high. Check. Okay, we're figuring out the Iran war. I think we're on the back half of it. The whole bombing and killing each other, that has slowed all the way down. Now it's just more they not agreeing to our terms. Bro, that's he say, she say stuff. Check. War is kind of getting under control. And what did I tell y'all that was the catalyst in May that is about to change everything? Do y'all remember? See if y'all remember.
No, what is it?
There's a change of the Federal Reserve in May. There's a change of the Federal Reserve in May, and it's Trump's guy. So you think about, he gonna probably lower these interest rates. The market already running. We figuring out the war. We already reclaimed. Like if we was down bad and we're changing the Federal Reserve chair from Jerome Powell to I think it's Kevin Warsh. Yeah, we were going to run. Probably crazy this year. We were going to run, but we have already reclaimed the highs, and his guy is getting in the chair to be in control of interest rates. Mind you, there are some people out here in the market, bro, that I used to talk to on the phone. I was at the firm. They only trade when risk is on. They only invest when risk is on. When there's clarity in the market, that gives them conviction to invest. Remember that. When there's clarity in the market, that gives them conviction to invest. There is still no clarity, and look at the market. What happens when everything is peaches and cream? Trump shaking hands with Russia, Trump shaking hands with Iran, Trump, everything is good. What happens to the market then when risk is really back on and all the money that is on the sidelines officially comes back in the market? 8,000. I see why Romulus said it. I see why some analysts are saying it. I see why this AI tech boom is still strong. We've seen Sanders margins increase more than Nvidia now. Insane. It's just, bro, it's like it's hard to bet against the American market. And even if we fall, look at this. Bro, if you shorted the market, say you shorted the top 7,000 down to 6,300. Bro, that was a 9% fall, bro. Like, yeah, good, bro. Good job, bro. Good job, bro. Hedge funds. You're not just playing with your money anymore. You're playing with your clients' money. When they put their money in, they're trying to see a 10x return. They ain't trying to see no 7,000 or 6,300. What the hell is that? 9% drop? What is that? What is that? That ain't nothing. From a grand scale of, bro, we're playing with billions of dollars. We only went from 7,000 to 6,300. Nah, that's why it's hard to bet against this market, bro. That's not even a terrific return. And then at the same time, you better had got out at that bottom down there because it was a whip flash. We went right back to the upside. Well, bro, look at this. For the last 6 weeks, look at these candles. Green, 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 green. This week, we about to blast off going into May. SanDisk is showing the demand. Nvidia is showing the demand. WDC, right? Everything, bro. Memory, energy, right? Optics. Everything is still in crazy demand. 7,200 on the SPX. We closed that today. Bro, this was an all-time high, bro. Ever in history. So that's SPX. I'm gonna look at a couple other things. Core, we in core. Even look at core. Remember, I showed y'all this earlier today. I had the channel pulled up. I don't know. I hope I sent this in the chat. I don't know if I did, but I was looking at this earlier. Yeah, I did. KB, I think I sent the KB and said something, and I'm looking at the parallel channel on it. Look at this. We were on the top side of the parallel channel. And it looks like every time we're up above the median range of the parallel channel in this range up here, sell off. Up here, sell off. Touched again, sell off. Touch, sell off. Okay. We touch heavy, sold off to the median range. Okay. Every time we touch, sell off. Okay. We touched this bottom down here, 214. We flew. Look what happened. We touched up here, sell off. Got down 289. Is that? Yeah, 289. We could be back to the upside. If the market runs, core stays strong here, core flips green here, and builds on the top of this, man, things can get pretty scary, bro. So core, we in core, light. Let's look at light. Lumenton Holdings. Look at light. I drew this up earlier, a little bull flag. And y'all can obviously see the flag. Y'all can see the poles on the bottom, and y'all can see the top of the flag. Light, man. If light breaks out of this bull flag right here, bro, the sky is the limit, bro. I really don't know how far this thing can run. I don't know how far. If it breaks out of here and it gets strong to the upside, I can see light literally climbing over 1,000. Bro, it's at 902. Today it touched 922. Right? We grabbed down here in the 800s. I grabbed a lotto at 792. We grabbed another one around 800. It said 902, and we still are in this play. We waiting on the premiums to catch up because we got a far strike because it was so hefty. But as this thing moves up, bro, this could be a 300% return. And if I paid about 3 for the contract, right? I paid about 30 for the contract. $30 contract. And I know Keys grabbed a couple. So if we get a 200% return on $30, we're looking at it. To the charger place. Hey, you hear me? Hey, we bought it for $30. The 200% return is $90.
Hey, you hear me? We turned that bug up, cuz I said, man, let me get a couple. That bug's a mover. I can't even lie.
We bought it for $30. If that gives us a 200% return like it's supposed to, $90, $100, 30 to 100. Hey, and I showed y'all SPX what it's setting up. Like, okay. Another one. Let's see. MU. I definitely want to get another MU. It came down today. And look at MU. Bro, this looks like a staircase to heaven, my dog. Green, 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 green.
That thing is, hey, if that mug keep running, bro. I'm
bro.
glad. I'm mad, but I'm glad. I sold one of the contracts, but I kept one. I got like 5 contracts on a
Good.
straight.
No, brother. Never be upset. I know we missed the Sanders. Never be upset when you got
Hey,
multiple
bro.
contracts and you take some profit because now you got more profit to load up longer and deeper. Pause. For going further out, bro. Like, and then another one I've been eyeing. Look at this, GEV,
Oh, bro. I
bro. On the grand scale of things, bro. When it comes
pissed.
to
I sold that one early. I sold that one early too.
energy and demand for energy.
VST fell off on me, bro. I really want to grab a long-term contract on them because I feel they have the contracts. VST actually has the contract. And the difference with VST, what a lot of people don't know, is their contract with like utilities. Most utility companies are capped. Like
Mm,
they can their rate has to stay at a certain rate with the contract. VST's contracts are variable.
mm,
So they can be the rates can be raised at any point in time.
mm.
But they fell off on me.
It's
They fell
cool.
off
Hey,
on me.
long term hold. And so what I'm looking at with GEV, um, the reason why I think Keys and KB had talked about this, the components that are in high demand, there is a reason why you see a GEV go from when on the April tariff sell off from $200, $200 energy. You see them go for $200. It's been 1 year, bro. Exactly. It's April, right? Am I tripping? It's April. You see them go from $200. 1 year late, 1 year, they crossed 1167 at their high off of their earnings. 200 to 1167. Damn, this company's moving like that. It's companies that are in high demand energy. You start thinking the data center build out. We got to pause. I don't think it's just because they don't got the capital. I think it's because a lot of these companies is getting paid. You don't think GEV getting paid, bro? Another one, ASML in the chip space. They make special components to make sure the NVIDIA, Intel, AMD chips go the right way. That's why you see April tariff sell-off. Hold on, let me see. Yep, April tariff sell-off, 570. 570 down here. 1 year later.
Oh yeah, I bought that 570, bro. That's when I bought
570 and it touched 1500. Why are these companies moving 1,000 points?
in a
900
year.
points in less than a year, bro. Bro, and it's because of the demand. Another one I've been eyeing, FN.
Bro, FN.
Another one. Look at them.
Before you get off the charts, now have a look at Cat too, because they the next ones to go to 1,000 too.
Got you, brother.
And KLAC, bro. Dimmer. Bro, KLAC,
Yeah,
since I've been knowing about it,
yeah.
it's went from
Look at this, bro.
roughly a
April,
thousand.
April, April tariff sell-off, FN, $140.
Bro. Bro.
Today, I mean, their high was 730. Bro, less than a year, these companies are moving 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000 points in 1 year, bro.
You think it's gonna go get that gap?
What, FN?
Mm-hmm.
Which gap? Let me see. What gap?
Oh man.
Nah, you good. I'm on a weekly, so it probably is
Oh
showing you a little gap. Let me see if I can see it on the daily.
no. This one. 570.
Right here?
570. Yes.
Shoot, I thought Sanders was gonna go get his gap.
Bro, doesn't even remind me. Can we just shoot on a 1,500? What about as a group? Can we split a 1,500 call at the end of the year? Next
What
time
you
it drops?
mean?
I'm saying everybody put 10
Look at
on it.
Sanders gaps.
We
gas,
can't keep doing that, bro. Look at
gas,
this. But
and then let's
everybody, here's the thing about memory, bro. Everybody on here, I know that has an Apple iPhone got storage, or everybody on here is paying for storage at any in some point in a time right now.
yeah.
So that's one thing about memory that's not gonna go away, especially with photos and Instagram and social media. That stuff is gonna be even more in demand. You see, like Facebook now starts to delete your stuff, like videos or live or whatever the case, after 30 days now. They ain't never used to do that. So that's a highlight.
I just want to show this and this is
Oh
the
my
April. This is
God.
the April tariff sell-off last year.
Oh my
Look how
gosh.
much they were worth over here, bro.
Bro, if you own, bro, I know just on
Look
the
how much they were
SanDisk for
worth, bro.
200.
They
Bro,
were worth $27 in the April tariff sell-off last year. They are now at $1,100, bro. $27 to $1,100 in less than a year. If you bought one leap, if shit, $27, that's bro, mind you, listen to this. This is similar to some of your smaller companies that are in high demand early VIAV. 28
bro.
bucks, 30 bucks, 40 bucks, 50 bucks. Even if you grab Sanders at 57 at this high and it reclaimed the high. And he was like, damn, I bought up here 57. I was getting cooked down at 27. You hell. 57 bucks. 57 bucks to 1,100 in a year. So when I say, hey y'all, grab a leap on this company low down here. It's called VIAV. $28, $29, $30. Sit on your play.
Yeah.
Let your returns come over time, bro. It might not be in a day or two. Because in reality, let's look at SanDisk. When they IPO'd, they ran up to $59 and then they was on a decline back to 27 bucks. And then
Consolidated.
they consolidated for look how long? March, May, June, July, August. They finally broke out of their all-time high here, bro. What month is this when they broke out? September. So if you sat on your play like you supposed to, you bought it out till June 2027, 27 bucks. It consolidated for months. So that means you still had all this time to buy. But the thing is, most of us, even myself, I used to do this. I wasn't patient enough. I wasn't patient enough to let my play cook. Every single time I sell my play too early, it goes up another 100%. I just did it, bro.
Who you
MU, I
telling?
sold MU, I sold
Bro,
it.
SMH.
I, I sold it this past Friday. Look, I'm thinking I'm that nigga. Like, yeah. $12 to 41. Yeah. Next day, Monday, that motherfucker at 60, $70, bro. Like every single time I sell early.
But do you think this is a good strategy if you put your long-term leaps in a different account?
Yes, it is. And don't even look at it. Just don't
Because I
forget you
think that
die.
will also help us out too, like
Yeah.
letting them plays cook.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was getting so mad at Nvidia, bro. It was not breaking 200 for so long,
Oh
and I
yeah.
still wanted to sell it just even now, but I got it all the
Mhm.
way out to 2027. But
Mhm.
you know, it's like at times you'd be like, all right, bro, I'd have made this off of the profit, so you be eager to take it. It's just that I don't
Yeah, I
know.
think
Do
that's
you
what
think
KD did.
sometimes
He
it's
was in
better
that
to
green.
take it and then put it into somewhere else, or if it's been like and you know that Nvidia is a mover. You feel me?
Hmm.
Or like MU is a mover. So what was your thesis behind that, brother? Like even though if you could have let it cook, like what do you think triggers you to be like, all right, let me go ahead sell it?
So for me personally, when it comes to leaps, I'm still in my leaps. But when it comes to those contracts, remember, mind you, my MU expired tomorrow. So when I'm up 12 to 41, 300%, 400%, yeah, I could let this run into next week and potentially it go higher. But what happens if that price falls back past my strike? And then I'm like, damn, you being greedy, you should have got out. So at the same time, it's like, yeah,
Take profit.
you don't want to miss the gains, but at the same time, you got to stick to your strategy. If my strategy 100%, 200%, 300%, and I got it out for a couple months, 2 months, 3 months, whatever my target is, go get that. Okay, it took out 12 to 24 is 100%. 12 to 36 is 200%. I sold it at 41. So I'm up damn near 300% on one. I'm not mad if I take that. I'm not
Yeah.
mad. I'm mad because it ran a 50, 60, 70, but at the same time, it's like I know I'm doing right by my strategy because I remember when I wasn't doing right by my strategy. I know when I remember when I would get up 10%, take my profit, or I would get down 20%. And I'm like, man, I'm about to sell this because I'm down. It's going lower, 30%, 40%. I'm down 50%. Where now it's like, yo, stick to your strategy. Like, and then I think that's when you stick to your strategy over time, that's how you become a better investor, right? Because one thing I'm realizing about myself, bro, is that this is me personally, the better investor I become, the better at life I become. And the reason I'm saying is because the more
Yeah.
discipline I have with investing is the more discipline I have with the gym,
Yeah.
the more discipline I have with eating, the more discipline I have with treating people the right way, the more discipline I have when if I say something, I'm gonna do it. More integrity. If I say, hey, I ain't gonna put no play in right now, don't put no play in right now. If I say I'm gonna go to the gym, bro, so I'm starting to see the correlation between the two, and then I'm starting to think more long term leaps out. So if anything happens or volatile, I know I'm gonna just close my account. Today with Light, Keys, you had said, bro, it's a big resistance up here. Same with me. I'm like, bro, we can really take this.
Yeah,
Light sells off today. I'm like, here we go. Here go that bullshit. For me, what I did, look at this. I'm gonna show you on the forehead. Look at this. And actually, it got strong once it filled the gap. But look at this. Initially, see if I can break it down. This is how you do your replay. 15, 30 minutes. Yep. Initially, this is where we was when the market opened, right? Market open here. Market, oh, so we closed here. Mind you, green lines is where we got in at. Say this. Red line. Let me see this. Yep. So green lines down here is the plays that I put in, got in at. Cool. Red line is where we closed at yesterday. So green line down here, we closed right here. I'm like, oh, we cooking. We already up. Then you go see this. We open here and we touch up here. We touch up here, the green line. Let me see this, delete this over
All
here.
right, well,
So we touched the green line up here, and I'm like, hey, I texted in the chat. I said, hey, y'all, up here, if light go and touch this right here, that's when I texted. I think it was like at 9:30 this morning. I had texted. I said, hey, y'all, or 9:45, 10 o'clock, my time. I said, hey, y'all, it's a big resistance down here. Keys, you said, what we doing? I'm watching the next 5 minutes. This thing just selling off. We go back down and go where we come in touch where we closed at. Mind you, it was a gap fill. If I would have sold like I used to, man, I'm gonna take my profit up here. Look at where we went and touched today. We went over that
we went to, yep, create a higher low. Yeah.
higher low. So then when you start looking at it and slowing the game down, like I'm saying, boom, you start seeing, okay, low, low. See if they go. Yep, low. Okay, and then what do we get at the end of the day? Low. It's a staircase, right? Boom, Boom, boom. Now let's see what's next. Reality speaking, bro. Reality speaking, majority of the companies that have been running have been going back to all-time highs. All-time high is 960 for light. So in reality, we really don't need to be talking about taking profit until we get back up here to this high that it had. Mind you, I could say all this and tomorrow light drops all the way down and falls apart, blah, 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 blah. But I'm saying just in theory, in retrospect, when you look at this flag, you see this channel to the upside, and then you see this decline on the downside, and it held strong, and then you see that pop. There's a lot of strength in between here right now. A lot of strength. And like I said, most companies, what are they doing that are in high demand? Sanders taking their all-time highs. MU taking their all-time highs. VIAV taking their all-time highs. Light coming up. Light's the only one that hasn't hit an all-time high yet. $960. If it breaks 960 with strength, we could be headed to 1,000. 1,000 is a strong number. You see 1,000 on your dashboard, 1,000 on your stock. Two things gonna happen. People gonna say this shit is in too demand. We just gotta grab it before it go to 1,500, 2,000. Or we gonna try to sell some of this thing and we gonna take our profit. But before it even get there, we shouldn't even be talking about selling, especially if you got some time on it. So mind you, like I said, bought this thing for $30. Touched for about $45 today, waiting on the premiums to catch up. Mine, yeah, we got a longer strike. But if this thing runs, bro, like, bro, if it gets to 1,000 close up there, this is 30 to 90 easily. 30 to 100 easily. You bought it for $30, you probably will be selling this. And if you hold it longer than that, bro, light moves crazy. This can be 30 to like 120. 300% return. $30 to 120. You paid $30 for it. 150, 180. You never know, but if you got time, you gotta let your play cook. So last thing I'm gonna show you, KB, what was the play you said?
Cat.
You said what did you say? Cat. Yeah, cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the last one I'm gonna show.
Cat been peeling boys,
And
bro.
then
They
look
went
at
up 80
and what
today.
wasn't y'all in Google too, real quick?
Yeah, oh yeah, nigga. What?
I think y'all was in Google too, cooking on that thing.
Okay.
Cooking on that thing right there. Good Lord.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm glad I didn't sell Google.
Good Lord Almighty.
Hey, what's the small ticker sign for Google?
G, I
Time?
think it's let me see. I think it's G.
I think I'm gonna grab some Meta too tomorrow.
Yeah. I think it's GO. Let me look at it, Keys, because I can't remember what it is.
Okay.
I think it's the 2x leverage.
Yeah, because I'm glad that when you dropped them up at Amazon and Microsoft, what? Oh,
Yeah. Let's say GGLL, that's what it is. Let's see. GGLL.
I'm on it.
I don't even know if you can grab them. Hold on.
Yeah, you can. Good. That's 130, nigga, bro. They 137.
Oh, okay. GOU. Let me see them too.
Bro, March, they was just
Oh, okay,
$64.
cool.
They have doubled since March.
Yeah, so probably look at that. GGLL.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Yeah, grab them. I'm gonna try one more. GGLS. Let me see. That shows up for me. GGLS. So yeah, okay. We'll do it like that. So yeah, send that in the chat too, and I'll send it too.
I got you.
Yeah, but Google going on a tear. They in the quantum space. They investing in SpaceX. They got our data. They got YouTube. Just they're not slowing down, bro. I see them at 400 potentially in the next week, bro. In the next week, big dog. He said cat though. Let's look at cat before we get off here. Then we gone.
Cat, cat been dropping,
Here she go.
been killing it.
Here she
What did
go.
we have a call on? That was in the 500s.
We had bought a that was the play that everybody was on right out of investment.
Everybody
Yep.
ate.
Everybody ate.
Everybody ate.
Turned like 100 to 2. Everybody's turning. I think Keys had 2 contracts. Yeah, everybody was.
What? That nigga, they didn't tell me nothing. Hey, don't grab too many lotto. I'm like,
So Keys don't be giving a damn, bro. Keys don't care.
bro, if you drop it now, I can see, bro, the bigger picture. That's why I'm going, giving myself time. But I'm
Yes.
seeing, like, even the Sanders, bro. I'm thinking I'm gonna shoot for the stars, bro. Because
Yeah.
about Sanders at 8 something, talking about how it's gonna go to 1,500, bro. We would have 8 if we put in a call to 1,500 when we said 800.
Yeah. Another one though. In the April tariff sell-off, $260.
It's kind of become all consuming
900.
all you do, all you got bounce.
900.
And I heard some on Bloomberg too. They said really, instead of focusing in on the AI component, something that really is not going to be disturbed, whether all this beef and all this stuff happens, will be um like Caterpillar, like infrastructure. So like cause I listen to a lot of Bloomberg radio when I drive. So one of the analysts on side of there was like, what we're doing with our portfolio is being exposed to AI, but more of the AI infrastructure. So
Yeah.
they had Qualcomm CEO was up there too, talking about them and their acquisitions and how they're I didn't know this, but they were originally a cellular company, and then they built the platform on top of there. So that's really crazy to see where they're at as well too inside
Yeah.
this AI race.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, we doing it, bro. Like I said, we just gonna do some charts today. Nothing crazy, just chop it up. Happy birthday again to Tev, Niles. Y'all enjoy your stuff, man. I know Niles is probably at dinner and stuff with his fam. Malcolm, I think it was your
Niles
wife's
said he was
birthday too,
like,
right?
It was on
Happy
Wednesday.
birthday.
happy birthday, my dog. What?
Yeah,
I
happy
Absolutely.
already
Happy
told you.
birthday.
Happy birthday, sir.
birthday to her too, man.
Appreciate it.
So,
Yeah,
hey,
I
let's keep
appreciate that.
cooking. Let's keep cooking, man. Let's stay at it, bro. Let's just keep growing together, family. Like I said, May 1st tomorrow, Invest Fest. Less than 90 days.
Crazy.
Y'all ready? I don't know if y'all really
Yeah,
ready.
less than
Y'all
90
ready?
days.
Who got the black truck? Anybody get the
Come
black
on.
truck?
Come on. We doing it big this year. So we doing it big this year for sure. But hey, y'all be safe, man. We in the chat. Let's keep cooking, all right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.